carry on. You carry on. I'll speak to you when you get back.
Oh, that time.
Yeah, you carry on.
Alright, cool. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final round of the PSGL F3 Championship. And this week we are live from Malaysia. So hopefully he's here, so
Hello.
Hello mate. That's great stuff. So obviously it's that time of year where you either glad to see the back of a game, or you're looking forward to racing in the final race, hopefully winning yourself a title. As I said, we're going to get some interviews with the drivers in a minute. But before I talk about the championship and all the permutations, two other significant events about tonight, and that is not only the final time in PSGL time, at least we're going to be going around Malaysia, but it's the final apart from the race of champions next week, for most of the PSGL drivers it's the final time they'll be racing on the F1 2017. So as ever, Chilo is here with me, who's cut his season short, and along with seemingly a lot of other drivers, as we've seen in the last 2 or 3 weeks across the other leagues, that decided they've had enough of the 2017 game and they're going to call it a day. But hopefully we'll get a decent turnout tonight, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, as I said, it is the final time they're going to be around Malaysia, and it depends on how you feel about that. It depends on that, what side of the fence you're on, whether you're pad man or wheel, medium traction or no traction. I'm going to miss it. I've struggled around Malaysia, to be honest, but I had a decent race last night. I had a lot of fun, and I think the very changeable, unpredictable weather conditions can make this race such exciting. So I'm going to miss it personally. But Chilo, what's your thoughts on Malaysia? Is it track that you've had success at, or are you glad to see the back of it?
And I mean, I like the track. I've done well sometimes, and other times I haven't done that well. But yeah, it's a shame to see it go. I thought it was one of the better Tokyo tracks for certain. I'll be disappointed it's not going to be the next game, but there you go. So yeah, as I said, it's the final time for most of the people in PSG. We're going to be racing on the 2017 game, and I suppose, I mean, the obvious disappointment would be the safety car in terms of the online, how that's not had that in any race this season or the previous two, and I know obviously some people cut their season short, like I said. So yeah, I don't know. I struggled from the transition from the 2016 to the 2017 game, to be honest. But Chile, how do you think this game stacks up against the previous games you played in terms of the multiplayer? Oh god, I could go on for years.
Still, that's too low that.
So
I might have finished my races if the safety car worked.
Yeah. So you're obviously one of those people who got to see the back of it. Right, okay, so yeah, as I said a minute ago, Frome and Rebe are both here, and we're going to get their thoughts on tonight's race in a minute, but I'll just ask them their thoughts about Malaysia first, and then their thoughts about the 2017 game as a whole. So I'll start with you, Frome, first, and yeah, what's your... are you going to miss Malaysia, or are you, as a wheelman and a non-track? Are you non-traction or medium?
Yeah, I'm non-traction.
Yeah.
Yeah, same as Chulo really. I think it's probably one of the better Tilka tracks, better modern F1 circuits. So I'll miss it in real life. I think it's brought some great racing to real F1. On the game, I enjoy driving it, but I don't think I'm particularly great at it. So a bit of a mixed bag really. I'll miss it on career mode, but probably not multiplayer.
Yeah. And Rebe, what's your thoughts about Malaysia, in not only in real life but on the game as well?
Yeah, it was actually one of my favorite tracks in real life. Disappointed to see it go. And then on the game, yeah, I mean it's the same thing. I really like the first sector. Actually, the first and second sector. So yeah, it's a shame to see it go in real life and the game. I'll miss it.
Yeah, cool. And Frome, what about your thoughts about the 2017 game compared to previous games you've played? Obviously, as I said, the safety car is the most obvious thing to talk about, but is there anything else that you like or dislike?
It's been quite kind to me. I've won a fair few races, but I think I did prefer 2016, but mainly, again, like most people, just because it's safety car.
Yeah.
So if they can get that back in 2018, I'll have fond memories of it though, really.
Yeah, I suppose if you're someone like Ash Best, who's won 3 titles in 3 seasons, you can't really have a lot to complain about, but obviously it's not gone that way for a lot of other people. What about you, Rebe? You got anything to add to that, really?
I haven't really played the game a lot. Like, I've had a shorter time than most, so I don't know, like all the wrong things with it. I haven't really had many issues with it, so I do like it personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely excited for next game, and we'll see how it goes.
Cool. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of things, and the Constructors' Championship was wrapped up last week by Mercedes of Rebe and ANK. So just the driver's title really to play for, but it is a huge battle for 4th place, but just going to concentrate on the driver's title for a minute. Frome, how are the nerves at this stage as we're only a few minutes away from the start of the qualifying?
Not too bad, actually. Not as bad as I thought there would be. I'm using a random set of pedals, so that's not great. I've only had about an hour's practice on them, but they're just a set of pedals, so it should be okay, really. But yeah, I'm just going to try and treat it like any other race in F3 and just see how it goes. I'll panic if I'm not in 3rd with 5 laps to go.
And I mean, how would you say your season has gone as a whole? Would you say you are where you thought it was going to be, or are you a bit surprised you found yourself battling for the title in the last race of the season?
I think coming into the season I wanted to try to challenge for it. I was surprised when I was 30 points clear, but I think some of that was more circumstance and a bit of luck. But I drove quite well in first half of the season. But yeah, on the whole, it's gone pretty much, how I wanted it to. It's just a couple of races that haven't gone great, but I seem to have lost a lot of points in those 2 or 3 races. So, but yeah, good season all round.
Yeah. And Rebe, I know speaking to you previously, you've kind of admitted defeat. You haven't got your teammate with you tonight to give you any assistance. So, I mean, obviously, you're probably not going to be nervous. You're just going to have to hope for the best. All you can do is try and win the race and hope that Frome has some issues. But obviously, you already have a title to your name, so you should obviously got something to be proud of. Well, you actually 2 titles. You got your F5 title from last season and the Constructors title this season.
But how do you think your season has gone as a whole up until this point?
Pretty up and down. Like the beginning portion of the season was my worst. But the second half was pretty good, and I'm happy with that. So yeah, it was always going to be a tough task to come back. And then tonight, all I can do is get the best result possible, and I need a bit of luck, so there's not much to lose tonight.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to let you guys shoot off, and it's just left for me to say good luck to both of you. I'm sure Chilo will echo those sentiments, and as well as all the people who are watching the stream. So, good luck, guys, and I'll probably chat to both of you at the end of the race, if that's all right. So,
Yeah.
Cool. Cheers,
all
guys.
right,
Good luck.
cheers.
Yeah.
It just does now.
Yeah, okay, so that is the thoughts of the drivers there. Like I said, Ray Bay. Go on.
Can I just interject here?
Yeah.
Fourth place battle is pretty much decided because Aaron can't make it tonight since I think it's his birthday and he's out having a meal.
Oh, okay, right, I got you. So, yeah, alright. Well, there's 12 drivers, in the lobby.
Should be a few more than last week.
Yeah, so that's something to be happy about, I guess. Definitely better than the F6 tosh I was endured on Thursday night. But yeah, so that was good to hear from them, and we should be not far away from the start of the race now. I don't know if we're actually waiting on anybody or not, but so Chilo, what's your thoughts about how this race is going to go? Obviously, we've seen rain in every single race we've had this week, so and it's obviously really unpredictable. But how do you, if you had to put your money on anybody to win this race, obviously Fremy is the favourite, but do you think Raybay's got any hope of winning the title tonight?
I don't think Raybay's going to win the title. If we're just talking about the race and who's going to win the race, though, I reckon someone who hasn't won a race this season could possibly upset.
Yeah.
If the weather's right.
So, so I'm just reading something in the chat there. Yeah, so Raybay has got all against him, really. He could have really done with his team at a crucial part of the season as well to maybe get himself in between him between Raybay and Frome, because obviously Raybay just needs to better Frome's points by 6, well over 6. So yeah, so basically that what it means is that if Raybay yeah, I did see that, but if Raybay wins, Frome will have to finish 4th or lower. So yeah, he's got it all to do, but it is what it is. I'm sure the race is going to be exciting. I'm hearing there's not many people turn up to the other races as well, so yeah, people have obviously had enough of the 2017 game, but there's only one race to go, so I don't understand it really. But anyway, it is what it is. It should be underway shortly, but chat is going absolutely mental on the stream.
Some discussions with Big
yeah. So yeah, there's hashtag AskJP's coming in if you guys want, guys. I'll get those answered if and when I can. Yeah, so statistically, it's 100% chance of we're going to have some rain in the race, if you consider the previous 3 we've had this week. So and it's a changeable conditions as well. That can catch some of the drivers out. I mean, my FP race on Tuesday night was a disaster, and F5 went okay, but I was nursing wing damage. I could have done with it staying wet for the whole race really, rather than drying up. I think I would have done a lot better job than P8.
One lap too early.
Yeah, I know.
You almost made a worldy strategy, Carl.
Yeah. Aaron asks, who's my favourite for the title? Well, he's going to have to be Frome. I think the odds are stacked against Rebe, unfortunately for him. But
starting.
Yeah.
Take the opportunity to just answer Big C's question. Yeah, the rumours are true. I'm getting demoted to F7. I'm that fan.
Martin asked me where's my mod. Well, I'm sorry, Martin, I can't do it on the phone. I can only do it on my laptop. And my laptop ain't open, so. I don't see why not. Do you want to invite him? Or should
I think you have to invite him.
Oh, right, okay, right. I can invite him.
I thought we banished him from F3.
Yeah, well, he can come back for one last race.
To be honest, I thought he was still on holiday. Shit, I forgot to pick spectator. I'll just have to fucking retire at the start.
Oh, you numpty.
Whatever. Fuck it. I can literally just retire in the garage. It won't make a difference.
I don't know how to invite Ash to the game though. He's gonna.
Okay, Ash, you're banned.
I don't know.
I just come in and I just hear fucking Ash, you're banned.
I can't actually invite you to the game though.
Yeah, I'll need from maybe someone invite me through the thingy pause menu. Please.
Well, I can probably invite you from right here.
Are you racing, Chulo?
No, I forgot to pick spectator, but it shouldn't matter anyway.
Right, so yeah, it is raining. That's one thing to mention. So yeah, it looks like it's intermediate conditions. It is. All drivers are on intermediate tyres. So obviously, don't know the conditions for the race yet, and I hope we won't find out. So Ash, obviously you've been away for quite a while, but I don't know how far you're up to speed with all these the season since you've been away. But I mean, how do you see this one going tonight in these sort of conditions?
Well, quality. I mean, I'm not exactly sure, but I have my bets on Daddy Chrome or Dad Chrome. Sorry. So yeah. I think Chrome can take it, and especially because he's an admin and 2 season 1 and 2 admins won the league. It'll be great disappointment if Chrome lost. So lots of pressure here, and yeah, I'm betting it on Chrome.
Right, okay, so yeah, the drivers have come out. I think Schwab is the first one. No, it's his teammate Stebber is the first one who's going to be doing a lap. Been on form recently, the Williams driver, but he's not been consistent enough in the race. So yeah, hopefully he will be better tonight. So we've got 11 runners, as it does say 12 on the left hand side, but Chilo is obviously not racing. So yeah, Chilo, what's your experience driving around with laser in these conditions? How tough is it out there for these drivers?
Be honest, I haven't done much wet weather on this track, but what usually trips you up is this corner right here that Mercedes and Reba is going through, the double right-hander. It's a bit hard to get right in the wet. A lot of understeer.
Who's the first one out on track?
Stebber. Yeah, I was just going to say, Ash, I'm sure the fans of JPTV have not obviously heard this for a while, but Stebber is coming round the last corner now, so you might as well take it away for the final time this season.
Great, well, thanks JP. Stebber getting a nice run out of the last corner, going deep in and fast out. On the straight, wet weather, hopefully he doesn't lose on the straight, that would be just no words. Into turn 1 we go, bringing the 100-meter mark aboard, third gear through there, braking, shooting down to second. Now once get a good run through turn 2 and get on the ball as early as possible. Of course it's wet, so you have to be careful, but now through this right-hander, it's actually surprisingly easy to lose it here, so you need to be quite careful. Now into turn 4 we go. a third gear corner through here, clipping the apex and get on the pole nice and early, making sure not to slip up through the wet weather. And this is usually flat, this left-hander, but in the wet it's actually very difficult. Shifts down to 5th for the right. For on and a double right-hander, it's actually very satisfying once you get it right, but a bit wide, but gets a good run. Oh, that's a tank slapper. Into turn 9, I believe this is. We go 100-meter mark forward again. Third gear off camber, which makes it difficult. Can slip up, thankfully did it. Ooh, but that's a very snappy back end as we go through this right-hander, 4th gear, and now this fast left-right, which is flat in the dry, JP, and going through the penultimate corner. 4th gear, the shift down to 3rd, a bit of back end going, and on the penultimate straight we go, shifting through the gears into 8th gear, and then into the last corner to round off this lap, making sure not to miss the apex. Just missed it by a tiny bit, but I think he'll be alright. Go through the gears, and it's a 45.6.
Yeah,
Looked like
so
he was a bit, skittish out there.
his teammate obviously gone second because he was the next person round. Chile, who do you think these conditions are going to... Oh, Connor goes first as well. Who do you think these conditions are going to favour the most out there on the track?
Hard to say, really. We haven't seen much wet weather this season. Just like Ray Base, go on quite quick.
For me, it shows Ray Base in the pits.
Well,
that's Co-Masters. He's done a 1 foot. I got that purple. I just can't see it. He's done 144 something.
44.9.
Yeah.
44.9.
And Panda has retired.
Panda.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's really cost from. Okay, that's
a huge crash.
Very...
That's going up to turn 3. So he's lost it coming out of turn 2, I believe. Yeah, and he's hit the barrier on the right hand side. Yeah. So yeah, not good for him. He's going to be starting from the back of the grid. Let's see where Frome is.
Actually, he's going to start at the back, but Chulo's going to start at the back, even though he's gone. So
yeah, I'll reverse off the line just to make it quick.
I don't think that's a good idea because you'll cause yellow flags.
Good point.
Wait, Lickle, wait, what?
Anyway. Yeah, Lickle just asked for an invite just to spectate.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, Frome is, he's about to do his first flying lap of the qualifying session, and we're already halfway through, so that's just flown by, and he's coming down the first DRS straight, if it was DRS on, of course, and he's coming down to the last corner.
One thing to note, he did have to take a very weird line into turn 4 because of Panda, so this might cost him, and yeah, he did
I think he will lap on pressure.
Yeah, he has time, he can risk it.
Lost it out of the penultimate corner there, just being on the grass.
Yep, that's going to cost him, but he's turning anyway because 0.3 laps of fuel. Can't make it.
Will begin to dry up towards the back end of the session, or it'll just stay raining.
Yeah, the sky looks a bit bright out there, but the rain is still coming down. I'm not sure if we're going to get any dry running at the end of the quali, but the track does dry up, as we saw last night in F5. I'll got the words out. The track does dry out pretty quick round here. So, but I don't know.
Trademark JP tongue twister.
Yeah. But I don't see, it's hard to imagine there's going to be any dry running in this qualifying session. Especially now, they've only got 4 minutes to set a lap, and if you think of all the animation and everything like that goes with it, they need to get there pretty quick.
I hope that's somewhat changed next game, so you don't have to spend 12 years coming out of the pits every time.
So yeah, Cheetah has just done a lap, so Shreb has come back out again for another set of intermediates. So whether he's going to
be on a double lap right now.
Alright, well I'm going to stay with Schweb just for the time being. I think this could be out lap, or oh no, he was doing an in lap. Yeah. So he's currently sitting in P5. Oh, Steve-O's gone on the super soft tyres.
Wait, I found a new glitch. I found a new glitch. Oh god.
Have you gone onto those tyres? Because on my screen he's still on enters.
Oh, right, okay. On the left-hand side of my screen, it does say super soft, but I can't. I'm not on board of him. He's still in the pit.
Well,
I
this
should
game's just
switch
playing
meetings. Yeah, he was still in the pits anyway.
I found a brand new glitch. Rave, who is now going out. It shows me that his tires are white exclamation mark.
Well, that's a great feature.
So they're all coming out again. I think Stebber is will be the first one to do another flying lap again. Currently in
those are all
P4.
weather tires. Ray-Bay's on. With what I'm seeing.
You know, it looks like it's drying out a little. Like the rain doesn't look like it's coming down quite as hard.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that, but still.
I don't think it'll get dry enough.
No, nowhere near enough for.
Very skittish for these few laps.
So
It's going to throw him at a massive disadvantage if we start to drive out because he'll be quite slow on those inters.
I think they're going to be doing 2 laps. I think 2 flying laps. I think because if you look at all the people and their fuel mixes, they most of them, not all of them, most of them have got plenty of fuel on board. So 2 flying laps, I think, is going to be the next couple of minutes. So Stebber coming down to turn 1 now. He's just missed the apex there slightly, but it's going to be hard to catch. Oh, and he's had a bit of a oversteer there. But it's going to be hard to get the apexes and all the corners in. Oh no! And he's gone on the grass. Yeah, that's his lap pretty much over, to be honest.
Frome's just starting a lap now.
But the weird thing about Frome is he's only on rich mixture.
Oh yeah. I wonder if he doesn't feel comfortable being on.
Maybe.
Maybe it's just another glitch. Who knows with this game?
I mean, we've already found 3 glitch. Oh my god, the exclamation marks.
Yes. Epic Gamer points out in the chat I'm having to do the 2015 strategy of retiring right at the start.
So yeah, Frome not set a time yet, so he's under a little bit of pressure with only 1 minute to, well, just over a minute to go. I don't think he will get another lap in after this. Might be wrong, but he might just make it. But
he'll get one more lap in after this.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean, invalidations, I don't think there is much of an issue invalidating laps around here. I think it's pretty hard to do, to be honest. I'm pretty good at my penalties anyway, but I don't know about the rest of you guys. I don't know. Is it easy to invalidate around here?
I mean, there's a chance around turn 4 if you cut too much. I mean, like, in the dry, it's pretty common because you try and take the most out of that corner, and also double right sometimes. You go too wide out of the second right. But I don't see anywhere else. Maybe the hairpin also, turn 9. But
most of the lappers are really worrying about invalidating it. It's more about just spinning round.
Yeah. So Frome.
This looks pretty decent.
Frome goes pole. Number 1:44.8.
I'm guessing that must have been a glitch then, because I doubt he would have gone that fast in standard.
No, he went that fast. He's now max. It's showing me max now. Frome, Ray-Bay has not improved.
No, only a 1:44.9 for Ray-Bay, so he's going to be starting behind his championship rival. Onto the podium now, currently in P4. He's coming down to. So if it's drying up enough, I bet just goes. Yeah. So maybe the track's drying up just a tad. But I think Frome will be the last person to set a time.
Oh no, Frome! He's spun it. Well, he's not spun it, but.
Onto the podium goes P3. Yeah.
This is not looking good for Ray-Bay.
Yeah, he's going to have to make a good start.
So
Stebber's sliding everywhere. Oh, Stebber's lost it. Nearly.
The Bookster is going to be the next one to set a lap. Set a time, should I say. And he comes around the last corner now. And yeah, there's flag set to 2, set to 3, but I'm going to stay on board with this. And what can that do? Oh, only good enough for P6. Stepper, well, he's not on a lap really. Shreb and Stevo, P9 currently. Cheech here having a bad session. He's only done enough for P11.
Stepper's about to cross the line.
It's not a good lap.
P7.
Steve-O, P7.
Schwab coming around,
Yeah.
but he runs really wide. That last
No,
one.
he's not improving.
No, so that is your grid, ladies and gentlemen.
My prediction was right.
Yeah. So Adventures with a surprising pole position for him out of nowhere, really. Actually, go over the grid as you usually do that.
So, Adventures gets pole position. Don't know when that was. That happened last time, about 2 tenths behind. Technically 0.199 seconds behind is from on the front row of the grid. Onto the podium in third with title rival Rebe in fourth, which is a great position from Panda in fifth, Bookster in sixth, Steve on seventh, Steb in eighth, Shreb in ninth, Lars in 10th, Chi in 11th, and, well, Chulo, who forgot to pick spectate, will not reverse up the line, and
I was keeping my seat on.
We'll just wait. The Chulo, now just listen to me. We're going to wait. And then, oh my god, oh my, that Red Bull. Oh god, did anyone else see that?
Yeah,
Well,
that was Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso on my screen.
Okay, well,
It looks pretty dry out there.
Tires.
Looks pretty dry out there, which is unusual for Malaysia, to be fair. So it doesn't look like it's going to rain in this race. So that could favour. Well, it does, I don't know who that favours really, but we shall see in a minute.
Okay, so Chulo,
Yeah.
wait on the grid for a bit. Once the lights go out, wait a bit. Just go off the grid.
I'll stick away from everyone.
I mean, like, start like when everyone else starts, not to cause yellow flags, but just slow.
I'll try and wait for all of them to, you know, get through a few corners before I retire the car.
Good choice. Okay, well.
Go on, over
Should I
to
go
you,
for the
Ben.
start?
Yeah, carry on.
So, 5 red lights, and away we go for the finale of Formula 3, and Adventures gets a pretty decent start from. We'll try around the outside, everyone going too wide. Now, maybe that will be 4 wide into turn 1, no it won't be. Rebe, though, will try it. Rebe is trying it on the outside of Rome. Now the inside, Rebe has got Rome. Rebe is now in front of Rome. That's an amazing start for Rebe. Fro will have to try and get it back. He might try into turn 4. No, he can't. Rebe keeps in front. Adventures sticks in P1. Chulo finally retires. So, the standings are Adventures, Rebe, and Fro in the top 3. Onto the podium P4 with Bookster in P5, Stevo in P6, Panda in P7, 7 in P8, with Shreb in P9. But Lawrence might make a move up the inside.
Rebe all over the back of Adventures right now.
Yeah, Schweb leaves room and Lars is up into P9, but Schweb might try
on the
that.
inside of front of the podium.
Yeah, so we've got some contrasting strategies in terms of tyres. We've got some people on mediums, got some on softs and some on super softs. So I don't know what that means for the weather. I don't think it doesn't look like it's going to rain any for me anyway. But Ray Bay all over the back of Adventures now. And yeah, he needs to get this move done ASAP. So can he make a move down on the inside of the last corner here? He goes for it.
He'll try it.
He's running less wing than Adventures.
And he's done it.
Yeah,
That's an easy move. The grip on those super softs paid dividends for him in that move there. So he's done all he can, but the frame is still in P3, so he's doing enough as well. And Adventures tries to try and come back, but to no avail.
So Frome's still winning the title at this point.
Well, we finished on the same point, but Frome would still win the championship.
On comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what happens, if they draw, then From.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Frome needs to bowl it.
But Frome is going to be under pressure from the Boogster because Frome is on the medium tyres and the Boogster is on the super soft tyres. So Frome, yeah, under a little bit of pressure, but he's not nervous as he said before. So I'm sure he'll cope with it fine. And even if he does lose the position, it's not the end of the world for him because he's an alternative strategy compared to the people around him. And Boogster looking for a move, thinks better of it.
Yeah, well, it's pretty dangerous to go up the inside of from into turn 9 as off camber corner, and it's just not really safe to run side by side as it's very easy to lose the back end, and if From loses the back end, that's his race and Boogster's race over too. So
meanwhile, Raver is absolutely flying. He's already pulled a 2-second gap to Adventures.
Yeah, he is on it like Sonic, but yeah, Frome's still doing enough though. And the Boogster looking down the inside. So Ash, obviously, we've just seen a great overtaking manoeuvre from Raybait in the last corner there. Where is the best opportunities for people to overtake around here?
well, there's obviously the last corner in turn 1 because of DRS, but apart from that, I would think, oh wait, Boogster tries around the outside of Rome. He's trying it. He's trying it. He'll get the traction, and Rome is now losing the title. He needs to get back a Boogster to win, to be in a winning position. But no, he sticks back. I think he's just waiting for those guys. He's just not going to waste time on those guys because they're going to be pitting anyway. So he can just wait, pit onto the supers, and then overtake them.
Yeah, I get the feeling they might know something we don't about the weather.
Well, also, there's no point in him fighting too much because he's just going to compromise his own strategy. Like I said, he's on a different strategy to the people in front of him. The one person he would like to get past is probably Adventures. He's on the same tyre as him, but Adventures has been got some good pace around here by the looks of it.
Anyways, back to you, JP, on your question. So, last corner, turn 1. Turn 4 is also a possibility if you get a good run out of turn 2. Of course, the hairpin, but there is also a pretty big risk.
Cheers with side. Cheers with tired, and I can't see his car on the broadcast. There he goes.
I think that's a left-right corner. He's off in the gravel without a tire.
Yeah. So, Cheers season has come to an end.
You can't take that section flat out though. You just
there's going to be a three-way battle at the back of the grid here with Lars, Steve-O and Panda.
Oh god, yeah. As we've seen in the last couple of races, the midfield is awesome this year.
Lars
has to take a page of action there. Couldn't get his braking point right. Good to avoid the collision though.
Very close though.
Yeah.
Well, back to the Boogster. He's very close to Adventures now.
This will be what From wants, so want Adventures push back towards him since they'll be on similar pace.
Yeah, and if he overtakes Adventures, that'll be enough. That'll be just enough. But Boogster really struggling to overtake Adventures.
It looks like Adventures has some good defending on him.
So we haven't talked much about the tyre strategies, but it's going to be an easy one-stop. So for the people who start on the super softs and the softs, it's going to be a meet. You can't do super soft around here, can you?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay.
You can if you're a tyre.
Lap 10, pit onto softs and go to lap 11.
Schwepp's spun round on the exit as a hairpin, the off-camber one.
Yeah, that can be easily done.
Boogster might make a move on Adventures. He's got DRS and slipstream and rich mixture into the last corner and
really
easy move.
Already got that move done.
Up massively. Now
the Boogster had that move done before he even got to the corner. That's how quick he was. But Frome now has got DRS on Adventures. Adventures goes defensive. Oh, and Frome gets past.
Scary stuff.
That could have been Frome's title over very easily there. And Steve-O and Schweb have, Schweb's lost some wings, so he's had to pit. And Steve-O, yeah, he's got a wing change as well. So, and Schweb just takes a 5-second stop-go penalty to add insult to injury. Yeah, that's annoying. I can tell you from last night that is annoying. But actually, the grid is still pretty. Still pretty close together. Not like it was last week where the top three just ran away with it. But it's only lap 5, of course. But still pretty close together on track, everyone. But that might have to do with the strategies. But the Boogster and Ray Bay, they've just flown off. Boogster 5 seconds in front of Throne now. But Throne's still doing enough to win the title.
Yeah, well, right now Chrome just needs to stay consistent, defend from adventures, and he's going in the bag. It doesn't matter what Ray Bay does now. He's winning it right now, and as long as he doesn't make a large enough mistake for adventures to get past, he's got his title in the bag.
Yeah. But still early stage in this race, anything can happen around Malaysia. So on lap 6 now, and Steber having a massive back end coming out on him on the last corner there. So yeah, Stevo has gone to the medium tyres. I think he started on the softs, I believe. So he might try and take those to the end. And Schweb, I imagine, will have to pit again. But Lars and Panda and Podium. So when do you think these Ray Bay and Boogster are going to start? Lap 10, you say?
Yeah, I mean, if they want to go super soft, then lap 10. But if they want to go to the mediums, then they'll probably pit on lap 8 or 9 for the mediums. Of course, well, some people are better at tyre wear than others, so we never know, really.
Yeah, talking to you about tyre wear is a bit of a lost cause.
Well, okay. At the start of F1, when I came into F1, I was actually pretty decent at tyre wear, okay? It's the 11 valves 100% diff that cost me, okay?
I still think you're pretty good at tyre wear.
I'm not that good. I had to choose stuff around Mexico.
Maybe it's because I'm terrible.
Yeah, that's way more like it.
Well, you did quit racing in F3 for commentary, so...
I can't lose a front wing in the commentary booth.
No. One thing I would say is clouding over slightly, but the sun is still out. So, but yeah, we'll just. I don't think it's going to rain, but
I hope it does.
I hope it does. I think it makes it a bit more exciting. But Steban now looking on the Adventures. Adventures not.
Wait, true though, I swear you hated rain.
I don't mind it if I've got a wet setup.
Okay, carry on, JP.
Yeah, I was going to say Adventures is not showing his pole pace in the race, and it goes wide, and that might it's never like canyon from a baby. He goes into P4, and yeah, he's 2 seconds behind Throne now, and he's on the quicker tyre, so he might try and catch up to the back of the McLaren driver.
I mean, it's entirely possible, but it really depends if Steber still has enough life to push on and catch and overtake from. Of course, from pretty quick, and 2.1 seconds is a marginal gap considering Frome's pace. So to catch up to him, overtake him, and then keep him in front, that's going to cost him a lot of tyre wear. So, well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. You have to think how hard Frame is going to be pushing at the minute. Frame has just caught up a few tenths on the Boogster there, so maybe those tyres.
Adventures nearly tried on Steber. DRS open again, but Steber losing the back end.
I think he was just going defensive actually, but Adventures has gone on the outside, trying to look for a move round there.
Meanwhile, further back, Panda's on the outside as well.
Oh my god, Adventures with a switchback round the outside of turn 2 now. He'll try and keep it, but Steber closes the door and Steber stays ahead.
Yeah, for all that, Panda got passed onto the podium and for all about up to P6, but onto the podium comes back. Oh, very tight. Oh, contact. Oh, there's contact again. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was just a racing incident there. No harm done by the looks of it. But Adventures now on the back of Stebber. And he gets past him again.
Oh, Jesus, that's an opportunistic move.
Yeah,
very, very aggressive.
Duo Finn tried to move around me there last night. He didn't get that done. So,
He was a bit far back, wasn't he?
yes, he was. And I'm not going to be mugged off there. But anyway, Adventures right behind Stebber now still. Not letting the Williams driver get away. But he will have DRS down the back straight.
Yeah, well, Stebber gets a really good run, so I don't think Adventures will be able to make a move here. He'll have to go, well, he'll have to get a great run through the last corner in order to try it. Locking up, double lock up. But he does lay Apex the back end, lost them. I think Stebber's now going to pull away.
All this battling is letting Panda catch up, so we could be seeing another three-way battle soon.
Yeah, and Panda seems to have escaped the clutches of onto the podium now for the time being. So yeah, he could be looking for to get past Adventures and Stebber, battling away. Meanwhile, Rebe 7.5 second lead, so he's really on form, doing all he can to win the title, but to no avail at this stage, as we on lap 9 of this race.
Just thinking about the pace of Bookster and Chrome. They're on different tyres, but they're going pretty much the same pace. Do you reckon there's some element of setup in making a difference?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Adventures has lost time now, but Panda has caught up, which should be a very interesting battle between Adventures and Panda now.
Yeah, I think Panda from Russia, he had a very good race in Russia from what I remember. Had a collision on lap 1, but came back through the grid very nicely to finish P4, I believe it was. But he is he's doing very well at the moment here in Malaysia as well, and he's got DRS on Adventures, who is struggling in this race. He might hope to rain, and he's not coming for him, and he locks up his brakes there as well, just for good measure. So
yeah, well,
go on.
Here you go.
No, I was just saying,
okay.
Adventures did have DRS and Stebber, so that might help him a little bit.
Yeah, well, I was going to say Panda could try a dive bomb, but yeah, Adventures having DRS on Stebber really helped. So Stebber is really his lifeline at this moment. If he sticks with Stebber, I think he'll be fine for the time being, but he just needs to make sure that he doesn't make any mistakes for Panda to get past. Well, Stebber too, as if he makes a mistake, Adventures will get past, so yeah.
Yeah, and they've all lost time to Frome now. Stebber was 2 seconds behind Frome when he got past Adventures. Is now nearly 3.8. It is 3.8, so losing time battling away there with the Force India and the Haas driver. So yeah, and Adventures again all out of shape there in the dirty air of the Williams driver there. But yeah, traction is not the best coming out that corner anyway, and Panda is right in the back of Adventures now.
Yep, well, Adventures locking up massively into the penultimate corner, losing the back end, and I think Adventures is running too low wings for Panda to try anything. So yeah, Adventures really, well, being helped
Shreb's tyres. I'm not sure whether it is. That's sector 2, the double right-hander.
He's lost his...
Yeah. So that's his and Bookster pits as well on lap 11 or lap 10 for him, but on this Grand Prix, and he's going to come out in P8. Stevo quite far away behind, to be honest.
Benches all over the back of Stebber right.
Is that Supersofts again?
It is.
I think there's rain. There's going to be rain.
There's cloud. The clouds cover is a lot more thick now than it was.
Benches always lost it out of turn 3, is that?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Adventures
where.
really not a good race.
That's where Lewis Milan lost it last night in the F5 race, costing him his P3 in the championship. Yeah. But yeah, so it catches some drivers out, that does, and I think this could favour the likes of Frome and Panda and onto the podium. If that rain comes down anytime soon, then they're going to be in pole position, figuratively speaking. But Ray Bay, Ray Bay looking comfortable. So if he goes on another set of super softs, that could be a telltale sign. Unless Booster is just trying to two-stop strategy. We don't know.
Ray Bay pits. So Fro will lead the race. Wow.
Soft tires.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, this is interesting because Booster went onto the super. So could rain happen about lap 22, 24 maybe?
Yeah. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it could get into immediate conditions right in the last few laps of this race. You never know.
Tyre choice could be compensating for it, but he stays up too long because the tyre better in the road.
Right, so Panda and Stebba still fighting out on track. Adventures has dropped back now to P6. So a battle for the last podium position at the minute. And Panda, Nicolou down there, he's running a lot more downforce than Stebba, it seems. So it's going to rely on the slipstream and the DRS going down the two main straights.
I actually think it's because Stebba has the softs on, so he can get better runs. I don't think he's running much lower wings. It's mainly just the softs, I think, getting the better grip.
Could be, yeah. But he will have DRS now, so I don't know if that's going to help him or not.
Ray Bay overtakes Adventures. So that's interesting. But yeah, Panda will struggle to get past Stebba if he is running lower wings, which, well, he's running the lean on the straights. He's conserving fuel.
So how far can these medium tyres go?
24 laps,
okay.
I think.
And the Booster does the fast lap of that race. But still behind, still in P8 though. But yeah, it's all sort of quieting down a little bit now. The battle for second and third position, only battle on track at the minute. But it's an exciting one. Yeah.
Oh, there's bits of rain coming down.
I
rain is here.
See that on my screen for a minute.
I can see rain coming down, like on the camera. Like the rain drops.
Oh
yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Oh my god, yeah. So we've got rain, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to spice things up a little bit. I don't know who that favours.
He's going to be kicking himself.
Yeah, I don't know who that. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think he'll be kicking himself because really, rain can be here, but will it get hard enough in time? Oh god,
I suppose it depends on how quickly it comes down, but usually on this game it comes down within a matter of a lap or two.
Oh, I know, but
Panda on Stebba, round the outside. Panda tries it on Stebba. Stebba though hits Panda and contact made. DRS open for Panda though. He might try again.
Ray Bay gets past the last game in as well.
The weather's a bit strange right now because you've got quite a bit of rain on the camera and the chassis. But going down the main straight, there's a lot of sunshine.
But switch back from contact, Panda and Stebba. Oh my god, this is scary to watch the amount of contact being made.
But also as well, you had that situation in Monza where it rained, but it never actually rained hard enough for intermediate tyres.
Well,
contact!
Oh my god!
And Stebba's round.
Stebba lost on the exit of that corner. Just went straight into the side of Panda, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so will Stebba have any sort of wing damage?
the Panda has wing damage.
Oh, and Steba's
major
gone round
damage.
as well. It's gone round again as well. He's dirty
This
tyres.
is great news for onto the podium. He could be on course for another podium.
Oh my god.
JP loves to interview Connor.
Yeah, once was enough for me. Oh, twice now this season actually. But yeah,
I get the feeling we're going to see some inters in a few laps.
yeah. So the Boogster is going to be struggling.
Yep,
DRS disabled. DRS
So
disabled.
yeah, it's probably time now. Of course, DRS disabled is usually a sign, but I mean, on this game it's not as certain as on last game, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Most
Throwing
people
pits.
will be coming in though.
Foam pits.
Yep, from pits.
So a disaster for Ray onto the podium pits. Panda pits. He needs a wing change
Oh,
anyway.
Ray Bay has
No
missed his
break.
pit. Ray Bay has missed entry. Oh my god, Ray Bay's lost even more time because he's missed the pit entry.
Yeah, well, it's just going wrong with him at the minute. Yeah, and the Boogster pits as well. So he needed about 2 or 3 laps on those super soft tyres. And Steba,
Five
where
laps.
he obviously needs the pit. Oh, and he's gone really wide as well. He's on the Ray Bay.
Yeah.
And
Looks like the race
Stevo.
come down very quickly.
Boogster.
Exit
Oh, he hasn't
lead.
pitted yet. I was going to say, he's a Boogster was on super soft, but he hasn't actually got to his pit box yet.
And Ray Bay's managed to get his way back to third because of Panda fixing his way.
But yeah, he is 13 seconds behind Frome. So yeah, it's just been an absolute disaster for him. But
I think that's a strategy call that's going to break the championship for him, unfortunately.
yeah, like I said in interviews, he kind of accepted it anyway, and it looked like it was going to be a struggle for him to win the championship. But yeah, he had a strong pace in the drives.
Well.
Yeah, but Panda is actually only just over a second behind him, so he might be under some pressure. But yeah, the grid is now spaced out. The battle for second and third has now ended in tragedy for both Panda and Steba. Steba way down in P8 now.
Yeah, not really Panda's fault there. He just kind of got caught up in Steba making a mistake.
So,
Yep.
over halfway through this race now, and yeah, the drivers would have been hoping for just to cruise round in cruise control, or Frame would have been anyway, in the dry conditions, but they've got rain to deal with now. And so, how your nerves are feeling now, Frame? That's the question. But he's got a comfortable gap, so he's not under any sort of pressure, to be honest. So, and Steba retides.
Oh, jeez, he's hit the barrier really hard. He's rushed it.
Can't work out. That's down to turn 9, I believe. It looks like he's just gone straight off.
He's just been dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he must have touched a curb or something.
I think he just went straight into the barrier, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't see how you can get that far off a track, to be honest. But
Ravers, is anyone else getting red bars on Raver right now?
yeah, I am. Yeah, but he's from Canada, so I bet generally happens anyway. I think, to be
He's
honest.
from Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you know?
I never knew that.
Can you not tell from his accent?
I think couldn't you tell from one, his accent, two, the fact that he runs with Canadian flag?
I never seen his flag, and also I barely.
How long
talked
have you
to
been?
him.
How long have you been commentating on F3?
Oh, for 2 seasons now.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not the most attentive person.
What? Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, but Panda actually catching up to Ray Bay now as well. So
Yeah, this is what I was about to say. Just might be an idea to look at Ray-Bay, Panda and maybe Roma onto the podium, because I get the feeling that Ray-Bay's running a dry setup and that's why he was able to pull so far ahead in the dry conditions.
Well, he did that because, yeah, dry setup, and he risked it, thinking he would get a large enough gap in the first half of the race.
I'm guessing he was expecting the rain to come down a bit later as well.
Yeah. So unlucky for Rebe, really. That's probably costing the championship.
Yeah, but yeah, he's already got the constructors title, so that didn't mean much. Doesn't really mean much for him, but he would obviously love to win back-to-back titles. But yeah, everything has gone against him.
Be able to take solace in the fact that he's done really well this season.
Yeah, no teammate for the last race of the season that he could have really done with his help. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. But
he's done
yeah,
well to stand on his own
yeah.
throughout the season.
I think anyone who can jump from F5 to F3 and still be in a title hunt at the last race of the season, that's just got to be pleased about that. And there's always next season, whatever league he's in. But he's going to be competing in the Race of Champions next week, so he's got another go to show his worth.
Yeah, well, of course, next game there's going to be evaluation races to put people into leagues. I'm sure, JP, you'll do exceptionally well and make yourself up.
We ALR boys.
It's not actually for people already driving, it's only for the new sign-ups.
Yeah, I know. But like, there's still going to have to be league representatives.
I'm sure Big C will still stick me in one and put me in F7.
I'm content with F5 anyway, so yeah, I'm happy where I am.
JP, maybe you can beat me in the same league next time.
Yeah, I've even sorted out a teammate, so yeah, I'm happy. But anyway,
I think we'll need representatives for thingy from each league just to see the pace of the drivers. So it's like most people are around the F3 driver, for example. I don't know, Rave or Panda.
Just going back onto the track right now, Bugster's caught massively last.
Yeah. So Booster, Abner, a decent. Even he's in P7, but he didn't have the best strategy, but he's showed strong pace, both in the dry and in the wet. And he goes past our last game on the inside of the corner. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can.
Very respectful there.
Yeah. Oh, that was left a session. So slipstream, which could possibly be in effect, but there is only less than 10. Well, we have about 10 laps to go now, so it's not the end of the world. But I mean, the gaps are pretty large as well.
It doesn't make the biggest of differences in wet weather anyway, but it's still a shame.
Yeah.
Could be the difference between Panda getting past Rayburg potentially.
Yeah. So Foam just doing taking it easy now. He's even pulled away slightly from onto the podium, but I think that was to be expected as well, to be honest. But onto the podium, is having a brilliant race for the last race of the season. He will be pleased with that P2. And yeah, Raybay is probably catching him slightly, but yeah,
I get the feeling Connor's just trying to take a calm.
Yeah.
He's not much of a fan of this track.
And go on.
I'm sure you're excited to interview him, JP.
Well, I've already I've done it twice now, so it doesn't really bother me anymore.
Used to it now.
Yeah. Panda's line of attack has seemed to have ceased now. He's dropped back from Raybay now, so he couldn't maintain that attack, unfortunately for him. So he's going to settle for P4.
Well, there's really not much to say right now. Everyone has a pretty big gap, and Panda not really pushing too hard. Doesn't seem for catching Raybay that much.
Yeah, so yeah, with this many drivers on the track still going around, you are going to get these gaps forming, and it is turning into a little bit like F6 on Thursday night. Yeah, the championship battle only really lasted a few laps until the rain came down, really, and it's all done from that point.
Yeah, just a wrong strategy call.
Yeah. But Frame still has to bring the car home. He's got another 9 or so laps to do. Just a momentary lapse of concentration, and anything can happen. Yeah, there's plenty of places to bin it around this track.
Yeah, as the F5 boys will tell you.
Yeah, obviously the skilled drivers brought it home, but
we had 2 ball jobs in less than a lap.
do you know? Thinking about that race last night, Chillo. If the rain had carried on, I would have had a P5 or a P6 or something, and the rain just stopped and
I
right.
think you did alright.
Yeah, it was okay.
I think you would have probably gotten maybe 1 position higher if you just
yeah.
a lap later.
But yeah, never mind. I look forward to next season. It looks actually, I'm pleased anyway with how the season's gone. It could have been better, but it's okay. I'm content. But
you've done well to get some strong finishes.
Yeah, Singapore would be my highlight, obviously. But going back to tonight, it does look like it's brightening up ever so slightly, but I can't see it. The rain stopping anytime soon. It looks like it's going to be intermediates towards the end.
But the main indicator if it's going to dry up will be the clouds.
Yeah. I think that happens on most tracks, to be honest, Chulo.
Yeah, I know. If we can talk about how nice the clouds are in the next game, I can talk about how nice the clouds are in this game.
Yeah.
One of the only things away.
Well, we can see the clouds. Pretty white, so I mean, not quite realistic seeing as it's currently pouring down. So I mean, hopefully they improve that so they're not so bright and white next game. But overall, the shape of it's pretty realistic, and the moving. I mean, they could improve the moving. They don't really move that much, to be fair.
This is what this race has evolved to. Just started talking about cloud.
Yeah.
Cloud watching.
Ray Bay's caught up to onto the podium by a
But
second.
speaking of clouds, I'm sure Foam's on cloud 9 at the minute.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame it's the last race of the season, otherwise you could have had many more jokes from me like that.
Understand this, we're actually very traditional here at PSGL. We really like it when admins win the F3 league, 3 leagues in a row.
Yeah.
First it was me, then it was Wacko, and now...
Having you in F3 was a mistake anyway.
Well, it was a new game, so nobody knew anything, I suppose.
Oh, whatever, Aaron, that was a classic JP. Panda, yeah, I was just about to say that, yeah, caught up massively.
Well, yeah, Panda's finally caught up, hopefully he can stay.
But Ray Bay is caught with onto the podium as well.
Yeah, we could see a 3-way battle in maybe a lap or 2.
I think it's time for Connor to start pushing now.
Well, until some battling actually starts happening, my hands just randomly started having a spasm. I don't know why. It just started.
Chilo, are you okay? Do you need a doctor?
Well, if you hear a slam that is distinctly sounds like metal hitting someone's head, that is me.
Wait, what?
I'm sat right next to it in my like wheel setup. Most of it's metal.
Okay.
That's alright.
Okay.
Ash is sitting right next to a vacuum cleaner that pretends to be a PS4.
PS4 vacuum cleaner edition. Here wants a close up.
God, Panda's really close in now. He's within half a second.
Yeah.
Oh, the hand hasn't.
I'm sorry about my vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. So
Some
yeah.
nice background noise. Maybe I can fall asleep to that.
I'll be very, very surprised if you did.
Well, aren't you supposed to be able to fall asleep easier if you've got background noise?
Well, to just basically have like a war outside and you'll be able to fall asleep like that.
I'm not saying explosions. I'm just talking like quiet, constant noise. Oh, so this is a state of this race right now.
Oh, well, we have got.
We're talking out and fall asleep now.
We have got a potential battle.
If anyone's still in the chat and hasn't dropped dead yet, there is still a racer.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah, so Frome, there's 6 laps to go, with 7.5 second lead now.
Be right back.
Yeah, just cruise control now probably. So Ray-Bay catching up some parts of the track, but losing time on others to onto the podium. And he's got.
Connor's been saving his fuel all race. He's got over like a lap of fuel, so it'll be hard to get past him.
Yeah, Panda's struggling a little bit as Ray-Bay's. Yeah.
It'll be hard to get past Connor anyway because of the movement you can.
Yeah. So Adventures in P5. He's after his spin area. I mean, from pole to P5, he wouldn't be pleased with that really, but at least he got it on pole in the last race of the season. Boobster shows a strong pace, but picked the wrong strategy. He's in P6, just over a second behind the Adventures now, so he could nick P5 before the end of the race.
From second to fourth now, they're all within 2 seconds of each other. So.
Yeah. Last game in row after his promotion from F4 last season, he's had some good results, but yeah, struggled for a lot of the part of the season. But yeah, next season they'll be hoping to improve their season should they choose to stay in PSGL. But yeah, as you say, second, third, and fourth very close together right now.
Yeah, so JP, this might be your last opportunity to plug the fact that he's streaming the Race of Champions.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention that anyway, but yeah, I will do that right now as we're in a bit of a lull for the time being. But yes, next Sunday, 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, Race of Champions will be streamed live on JPTV on this channel. So yeah, not 8 o'clock, sorry, beg your pardon, from 7 o'clock. So make sure you tune in for that as Ray-Bay looks to go past onto the podium, maybe? No, he can't do it there.
I don't think Ray-Bay would dive on like that.
No.
Is it just me or is it getting sunny?
It is getting a little bit sunnier, yes.
I doubt it's going to make a difference. But
no. I can
barely see the grandstands on the main straight, to be honest.
The spray is still quite big as well, so I don't think anybody would pit now.
The weather's quite confusing on this game to begin with.
I mean, I don't mind it really. Actually, I've had some great results in the weather on this race.
Lag. Please, Sky Internet, stay with you.
Oh no, he is. Yes, it's terrible. Even worse for the people behind him.
Panda's 3-second time penalty. I'm pretty sure that's fourth guaranteed now. Now he's going to get third with that. Please don't disconnect.
No, it looks to have subsided for a little bit. So yeah, I mean, it's worse. Oh, Ray-Bay's got a great run now.
I don't think Ray-Bay will be too. Oh my God! What is happening?
Yeah, so Ray-Bay in. Oh no! I'm sure Ray-Bay got past him a minute ago.
Yeah, I thought there was some weird contact, but it's a DC.
Oh dear, that is terrible.
The most we can hope for is that it just stays like this and he doesn't get disconnected. Because that would be what 3 races in a row where he's got disconnected at some point.
Yeah.
Especially in a good position like this.
It's not looking good, but it seems to stabilise a little bit.
If anything, it might actually be helping him because it's making Ray-Bay back off.
Yeah, I think Ray-Bay had that move done. I think
there's some tactical lag.
Connor's lag saved him from that, really. Oh no, but it's gone back to red bar again.
Well, Ray-Bay seems to have backed off just a little to try and keep his front line.
Yeah, I don't blame him. There's nothing worse than driving behind a lagging driver. That's cost me a wing or two.
Flying. He's managed to catch up to adventures.
Oh yes, so he has. Maybe make a move up to turn 3, but no, Adventures gets a little... Oh no! Adventures having a tank slapper! Bookster's got a great run now. Will you make a move?
Yeah,
And Adventures... Go on.
His internet kind of crapping out a bit.
Well, what happened?
His internet's crapping out, Connor.
Wait, Connor's internet.
Yeah, he hasn't been disconnected yet, but I'm guessing it's going to happen because, yeah, not good.
Oh my
God,
God.
yep, I see.
He keeps desyncing.
Yep, no, he's clearly like 2 times off the road. No, okay, we do not know the position of onto the podium right now.
As far as we know, he's off in the barrier somewhere.
Into the barrier.
He's gonna lag so hard he goes into the future. We'll be able to tell us
to the
if
future.
F1 2018 is working online. But I think I already know the answers.
No. The beta testers have tested and the beta is essentially the final game right now. Online doesn't work.
Isn't the side pod glitch back? Like the classic side pod glitch?
Well, I'm not sure about that, but you can't race each other. You're decent, basically.
Alright, because from what I've heard is basically you run side by side with someone and there's a side pod glitch that just ruins it. I don't know what's so hard for Codemasters to just make a box around the car.
I think that's what they already do.
Yeah, but I don't. That it's easy to, mess up a box. Although this is Codemasters we're talking about, I mean.
Yeah, so 3 laps to go, and yeah, onto the podium. His lag is just saving him from Ray-Bay, to be honest.
It's somewhat ruining the battle.
Ray-Bay, oh my God.
Is he actually going from the inside? I can't tell.
Oh my God, the lag. Ray-Bay's disconnect? No, I don't know. Ray-Bay's in P2.
I don't know who's lagging anymore.
Yeah, I think Ray-Bay was onto the podium. He was lagging. Ray-Bay's definitely in P2. But
I wonder if Connor will be alright with that move, because at least on my screen, I'm not sure about you with the lag, but looks like Ray-Bay kind of squeezed him off a little bit.
Well, it doesn't really matter because
I'm sure Connor will be happy with the podium anyway. Oh, Jesus Christ, Connor.
Plus,
oh no, Adventure's gone to AI mode for some reason. Oh no, he's gone back in it. And Bookster down on the inside. Yeah, for the penultimate lap of the race. And he gets that P5. Oh no, he doesn't. Adventure's coming back.
Wow, insane racing. Side by side into turn 1. Nothing separates them.
Oh, Bookster with a great move.
Oh, that's a ballsy
yeah.
an Adventure's just
he's going to have inside the next.
Where did he come from?
He's going to have inside the next corner though.
This is insane. So Bookster squeezes the Adventure's tires back.
I haven't seen so many cutbacks in the space of 2 minutes. 2 corners.
Adventures tries it on the inside still. Oh, Bookster turns
still going side by side.
Oh my God, okay, I think I just have to give up now.
Just keep it on the track, lads.
Let's not crash. It's too late to crash now.
Oh, goodness. Well, actually, you know, I'm not going to say anything about Connor's internet, because every time I do, it craps him.
Yeah.
Well, Connor uses the most perfect internet provider. Plus that
No, he switched to Sky.
I think another news that just breaking news coming from the other leagues, ladies and gentlemen. I think Bad Boy is F2 champion from what I've just seen on yeah, so congratulations to him.
What?
celebratory thing.
Don't do it again. Yeah.
How did you manage to make that worse? Like,
Oh, it's just gone a bit
so this
weird
is why
now.
he's not F3 commentator.
Yeah. Anyway, Adventurers could look for a move on both. So, but let's just cut to from its final lap on this game. Well, in league racing. Well, in PSGL F3. More clearly. So, bro must be very happy. I hope he doesn't bottle it. I swear he does. If he does.
He's driving like Mr. Bean right now.
Right, to be fair, it was 8 seconds in front of Connor.
Yeah, I think he's decided to
just cruise. Yeah.
Cruise for this last
Yeah.
lap. Doesn't want to cause a frizzle lap.
So here we are, the F3 admin, been in F3 now for 2 seasons, is going to come round. He's in sector 2 at the minute, but he will be in the last sector very shortly. He's going to come round, complete his final lap of the race, and become. Right now he is, yeah. Not when I first started talking, he wasn't. And he's going to be winning the F3 title. So congratulations to him for that. So.
I just hope for Fran's sake that he doesn't do a frizzle.
No.
Oh, he's waving.
Oh no,
He's
no,
already
I've got bad flashbacks. Stop.
Now Frome, flying Frome, comes on the last straight to finally win the Formula 3 Drivers' Championship. Go get him, Dad. So proud of you.
Ray Bay comes home in second place. He did his best, tried to do a gutsy strategy, but didn't pull off him. Yeah, and onto the podium, comes in second place. Panda comes in fourth. Boogster, where could he have been, guys, if he got his strategy a bit better? He's in P5, Adventures in P6.
Could have been. It's still a good comeback, though.
Yeah. Last game in, we'll finish the season in P7. And Steve-O. Not had a great race tonight, but he's brought the car home for some points, and in these conditions, that is an achievement in itself. So congratulations to all the drivers in F3, and we'll get some thoughts from the drivers in a minute as soon as Ash goes over the final classification of the season. Once you have the podium celebrations.
Yeah, well, Frome finally wins the title. Nobody ever saw that coming. The Golden Oldies back at it again. Little leaves from spectating, and there we go. Flying from champion of Season 3. Amazing stuff. 3 admins, 3 champions of this game. From GG to M, Ray did all he could, but only managed P2 after a wrong strategy call, going from in lap 11 super scene to lap, to
words out.
on to the podium, back on the podium for the 3rd time of the season in P3. Panda in P4, Boogster in P5. Ventures in P6, he must be pretty disappointed after that. Lars in P7, P7, Steve on P8, and that's our finishers. Felipe Massa, Schweb, Chichi, and Chulo. Well, Chichi, DNF.
Yeah, Cholo bottles it as usual, didn't even finish the first sector. What a disgrace, but I mean, second.
Right, I'll just get the interview some going. Can someone suggest onto the podium?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, my cat's literally on my bed.
Yeah, it was right up against the mic.
Yep.
I hope everyone's enjoyed the super professional, action-packed stream.
Commentary.
Hey, Connor.
Hey man.
Right.
I told you you'd do well on tactics.
Oh,
Dad!
oh, it's a sweat fest.
Jesus Christ.
It is a sweat fest.
Welcome to the Sweat Club, Dad.
Oh my god, that last 5 laps were awful.
Every time you say that, right, you have to miss out one more race in F1. So you're on 3 right? I can officially announce next season's F1 winner. It's Blizzard.
I don't know if Ray is going to be joining us or not. I don't know, but hopefully he will do.
Let me have a vape. Oh.
Right.
I was not going to win next season F1 anyway, I'm using the assist, but anyway. From Dad. What a win. And championship, how do you feel right now?
Oh, amazing. I panicked like every single lap of that. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I
think we're like, tyres were up to about 6. Oh my god, I was going slow that last 5 laps.
Yeah, on that last lap.
Yeah, it were, my tyres were up to about 60% and we were on inters, but it were heavy rain by that point, so it felt awful and I thought, oh no, this is the last thing I need. So I just kept an eye on guys behind me and just waited for them to go onto wets basically, but oh, I'm so glad I had a gap of a few seconds so I could relax. But yeah, job done. Whew.
So obviously you had picked an alternate strategy, so that was like obviously for the rain impending.
Yeah.
So I mean, what were your thoughts when the rain came down? Did you still feel confident, or did that make you a bit more nervous?
When rain came, I felt okay because it was perfect timing really. It were more in qualifying because just before the race, because I didn't know whether to go with soft or hard tyre, because I knew obviously I'd be really slow at the beginning, but obviously with the game sometimes it tells you when it's going to rain, but it's not always totally accurate, but it said just the last section. So I thought, sod it, I'll just go with hard tyres and hopefully just manage to do one stop.
When you saw the Boogster and Ray Bay just fly off after they got past you, did that worry you at all, or you just thought, no, I'm just going to do my own race?
Well, like, Boogster sort of got away and then I kind of stayed with him, so... and I saw Ray Bay getting away, but it didn't really matter to me where Ray Bay finished, so I was just making sure that I were, going to be on right tyres at right time for when it rains.
Yeah. Well, big congratulations from all of us for winning the title.
Thanks, man. Can I just say unlucky to Ray Bay as well, because he, most guys mid-season who were 30 points back, they'd have just given up, and he's just not given up at all, and he's just kept chipping away, so unlucky, man.
Yeah, so we'll move on to Ray Bay now. Ray Bay, you gave it your best shot. You tried a different strategy to the others. Tell us your thoughts about the race and how you think it went for you. Obviously, you came home in P2, which is the best you could have done under the circumstances. But did you think in hindsight, you picked the wrong strategy?
To be honest, I wouldn't have done that. But when I looked at the forecast, I had no indication that the rain would come as early as it did. So when I saw everyone on the mediums, I thought it was kind of strange. But yeah, tried to make the most of it. I tried to hold out as long as I could. But the tires were really starting to go away, so I had to pit. And it wouldn't have mattered. I don't think it would have mattered if I pitted for another set of super softs, because the rain came like a lap or two after I pitted, so I knew I was in trouble and I just had to make the most of it, and that's just what I did.
Yeah, well, obviously commiserations, but I think you've done a pretty solid job this season. So I mean, obviously you got the constructors, so many congrats for that. So yeah, cool. Obviously, moving on to the podium now. Has anyone got any questions you'd like to ask him?
Can't you ask him anything?
I will. I'm just saying if anybody else. There's two other people here, so. There's no one going to ask him anything. Oh, okay.
We want the juicy stuff. I think we want you.
Oh, I got it. Oh my god, my TV's about to turn off.
Excuses coming out.
I honestly, no.
My PS4's just turned off.
No, no, I was showing a love. That's all. But no, okay, I'm fine. Yeah. So obviously, starting on those medium tyres, same strategy as Frame, but obviously it helped you massively to get that podium position. I don't think we know what else to say to that. But tell us how your race went.
I didn't get here on pace. I didn't get here on pace. It was purely down to that strategy.
Yeah.
I dropped back to like 7th or 8th in the dry conditions. Then the rain came. I found myself in second and ended up third because Ray got past. I was lagging at that point, so I was just praying I didn't take him out.
Yeah.
Got a little scar.
Yeah. Great company. But yeah, I got here purely down to strategy and not pace.
So yeah, as you say, he was lagging towards the end of the race. Did you think that was your podium gone at that point, or was you just like
thought, that was Ray-Bay's podium gone?
Oh,
I was going to continue no matter what, but I was just praying I didn't take anyone else out. Anyone out.
Cool. And Ray-Bay, what was it like for you driving behind Connor and the lag?
Well, it was funny because he wasn't really lagging until I got really close to him, and then when it started happening, I knew he would continue. Like, I knew he was going to let me by, so I just had to wait till I got extremely close, and I could sort of like gauge where he was, and yeah, that was it. It's pretty hair-raising.
Yeah. Okay, so back to you, Frame. You've got the Race of Champions to look forward to next week. What are your thoughts about that? And then just tell us where you hope to be in next season of F1 2018.
Yeah, it'd be good to take part. I'm not expecting to do particularly well, but yeah, it'll be good fun. I'm not sure what track it is, to be honest. Is it
Silverstone? I think it is. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that should be fun. I quite enjoy that track. So in terms of next season, I'm not really bothered, to be honest. I'm assuming F2, but we'll see what happens with everything. But can I say thanks to you, JP, and Chulo and Ash for all comms and everything that streams all season.
Yeah, no worries. And Ray-Bay, you're in the Race of Champions next week for your F5 last season. What are your thoughts going into that race next week? And then again, the same question, what's your thoughts about going to next season?
I haven't really thought about the Race of Champions. Can't comment too much on it, but next season, just want to do a little bit better in qualifying. That was probably my Achilles heel this year. And I want to transition to the wheel as well, but it's not easy, so got to put some time in, and yeah, we'll try to go one better next season.
Right. And onto the podium, obviously some good momentum going into next season. Where would you like to be next season? Or do you plan to do another Felipe Massa?
I've been thinking about it. No, not this time. I'll just be hoping to continue getting podiums and hopefully get an F3 win if I'm still in F3.
Okay. Does anyone else have any questions they want to ask our podium people?
I do.
Go on.
When is Connor's race season review video going to be ready?
I'm going to try and get it out Tuesday.
Tuesday's
If
good.
this comes
I'm
out
happy with
before the
that.
Hungary video that I'm waiting for.
Yes, it will.
Right. So, yeah, I think we're all done then. So, again, just to massive congrats to you, Frome, and to all the F3 drivers who have taken part in the league this season. It's been a shame it kind of dwindled down the last few races, but I think over the course of the season it's been a decent league to watch. And always great to see the title going to the last race of the season. So yeah, good luck to Frome and Ray being the Racing Champions next week, and thank you for Chilo and Ash for commentating with me this season, and thanks to the guys who stood in for me during the World Cup.
There's one more you need to say thanks to.
What?
He's in it. Come on.
Who?
We all want to hear it.
I don't know what you're on about.
Quick, end the stream, end the
Yeah,
stream.
yeah. Just to say thanks to everyone who watched the JPTV this season. It's been a pleasure commentating on this league once again. So yeah, like I said, enjoy it. Catch this channel for the Racing Champions next week, and I'll see you then. Have a good one.
Bye.